Hello, this is Slender, the Minecraft adventure map by someone or other. So, this is the starting room, this is where you start. That's a clock. It shows me the time. I want to enable the ending if I ever win. You have to click on pages to obtain them. Hand each page to the villager to get key pieces. Trade all 8 key pieces to form a key. Don't forget to set your actual difficulty to hard. I'm going to do that. Drunk mode. You just had to get drunk, didn't you? Hard mode. This is the new normal. Since normal is easy. So, I'm not gonna do drunk mode. Start the terror. No, buttons must be right click. Yeah, I know how to press the button. Oh, that's annoying. Page. Key piece. I'm gassed here. Okay, where are we headed? Got slowness potion, evidently. This is a custom texture pack, by the way. It's basically the default texture pack, but actually, how long does the blindness last? Wow, slowness 2. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going. I haven't played this before. I imagine I should follow the gravel path. That seems most sensible. There's gravel here. I hear an Enderman. Surely he shouldn't get aggroed if I don't look at him. And if I don't hit him. I need to look around to see the page. I see spawners. Don't look what it takes you. That's a lot truer here than it is for actually Slender. Oh. Yeah, I've gone and released the damn Endermen. I'm not gonna go that way. You mad? I'm gonna be honest, this actually has me more scared. There he is. This actually has me more scared than Slender did. Because I know that... Oh, hey. Because I know that I can easily stop my demise, as it were. It's hard because I've got blindness. Place a key below, activate to win the game. I wonder if the key is a lever, and if I can actually place the lever in adventure mode. Oh yeah, I can hear them, can't I? That's handy. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, I'm gonna stop actually talking about the game now, because I've got an interesting story to tell you, right? It's an amusing joke. Essentially, it starts off with a man who was walking through the desert. Why would one walk through the desert, you ask yourself? That's a very stupid thing to do. I shall explain. You see, he was driving his SUV through the desert doing donuts, as one normally does, and he crashed into a rock. Couldn't get the SUV started to save his life, and he probably needed to start the thing to save his life. A while later, he gave up, kind of. He decided that the best option would be to simply walk back to the town. It couldn't have been more than 30 minutes walk away, surely. He severely underestimated the amount of time it was, but still, he said less than 30 minutes. He looks around the SUV, the wreckage of it, rather, and he looks around the wreckage of the SUV and looking for water and such things that would help him to survive in the desert. He found nothing but a bottle of wiper fluid. So he ventured forth into the desert backwards to where he recalled his town being. 10 minutes he's lost. Completely and utterly lost. He's got no idea where he is. Clueless. Hopeless old man. 2 days later, he's actually starting to die of thirst. He got the wiper fluid with him, decided to only use it in case of emergency. Well, now's a pretty good emergency. 2 days without water, starving to death, he's pretty much dead. It is leather. So he was walking along almost resigned to his own demise. Almost saying, you know what, I'm just gonna give up, I'm just gonna die. There's no way out. But then suddenly hope. He came across a plain. A large, flat plain of sand. And verily, this plain he remembered. He remembered doing donuts in his car. So, what he then did, he went across the plain with renewed vigor, with hope. However, indeed, he came across some sand dunes. This was bad. He did not remember any sand dunes on the journey. Therefore, he must be in the wrong place. He must be not really delirious as such, but more just wrong about where he was. So he took the message. He decided he would go up to the top of the tallest sand dune he could see and just look around. See if he could see the lights of the town, despite the fact that it was daytime. Look around, see if he could see any sign of civilization, train tracks, anything. So he went up to the top of... Shit, this is dark. He went up to the top of the sand dune, looked around, saw nothing. There was nothing in sight. He was to die. Maybe not. Maybe not. He looks closer and sees... He looks closer and sees a black speck in the distance. It seems somewhat out of place in the sandy color of the desert. This is hopeful. He doesn't know what this is. You can tell I'm really scared because I'm slowing down the telling of the story. Of the joke. So he decides to go over and examine it. He can't make out much detail at this distance, so he goes over to examine it. Now this is no small feat. It's got to be an hour's walk away, especially in this condition. He can hardly walk. In fact, he pretty much literally has to crawl to get anywhere. So he does. He takes a swig of the wiper fluid because his throat is pretty much parched. He's on the verge of death. And he takes a swig of it, goes down, and goes over to the little speck. He arrives at it, and lo and behold, it's nothing really much special. It's just a little circle of stone. Still, he crawls over to it nonetheless, kind of mad by this point. And he just, well, he notices something very strange about this. It's cold. This stone is cold. Let me give you a feeling of what this is. It's basically a tarmac-like material in a giant circular shape. So it's cold. It shouldn't be cold in the middle of a desert. So he relishes in the coldness a bit before kind of passing out from thirst. When he wakes, the first thing he notices is that his thirst is pretty much completely gone. Unlike mine, telling this story, telling this elongated joke, has actually quite parched me. So this lucky guy notices his thirst is pretty much all gone by this point. He doesn't know how this happened. How the devil would all his thirst go away? Did he drink? No, it would seem. For he hears a voice above him. Hey, traveller! You seem a bit better now. Guy says, who are you? Where are you? I don't see anyone. Looks up, looks around, sees no one. Looks up, looks around, sees no one. So he assumes that he is in fact completely insane by this point. And that there's actually no one there, and he's wrong, and he's hearing things that aren't happening. As it happened, that's not the case. He looks closer and sees a snake. By Jove, the man says. A talking snake? Surely not. Snake says, yep, that's me, talking snake, that's what everyone says. This isn't possible, he says. I keep having to swallow really hard just to carry on telling. So he says, talking snake, yep, that's what everyone says. So, you weren't exactly in top form last time we talked. Hello, my name is Nate. And you, sir, well, I just saved your life. He says, oh, did you feed me water? Not quite. See who came to my little domain here. Confused and wary. And I took pity on you. You see, I am allowed to grant a person who comes here 3 wishes. Each one with an ever-increasing cost. The first one is free though, so I decided to give it to you. You seemed to want water, and indeed you were asking for it. The man didn't remember this, but still, his own business. So, I gave you that. I gave you some water. The man was grateful for this. The snake basically saved his life. Nate saved his life. Yay. I'm completely lost. Not in the story, I'll carry on telling that. So, essentially, yes, Nate had saved his life. He had given him water. No, I didn't, says Nate, anticipating what I just said. No, I didn't. I bit him. The man only now realizes that he has a sore pain on his shoulder, and looks there and does notice 2 holes as if he had been bitten by Nate. Wait, how's that work? He says. Well, I got to bite people to grant wishes. That's kind of how I work. I give you a poison, not really a poison how you would expect a poison to be, but more like a kind of wish-granting poison. Wish-granting poison? How does that work? Well, what it does is I can't explain. I can't explain. Basically, I can grant you wishes that alter you. You as a person. I can't give you $1 million. I can't give you £1 million. I can't give you 1,000,000 yen. I can't give you anything except things that alter you. I can fill your head with knowledge and wisdom, I can give you superhuman abilities, but I can't give you material possessions. Oh, that's a bit pointless, he thinks. He doesn't say it out loud, because he would offend Nate. But still, it's a bit pointless. Nate says to him, you know what? I noticed that when you arrived here, you had this bottle of wiper fluid, that stuff that they have. Oh good, another page. It's been long enough. A bottle of that wiper fluid. They have what, like, that ethanol in it? A dangerous, stuffy, unhealthy. I recommend you make your second wish. Now, I should probably tell you of the costs of the wishes. Indeed, the first wish, as I mentioned, is free. The second one requires you to take a vow. A vow of secrecy, to tell no one anywhere about this place, about what happens here, anything. And the third one will require a vow of responsibility. You will have to be responsible in a way I cannot divulge until you take the second wish. Enough of that serious business. I recommend that for your second wish that you take now, that you should... well, you should wish to have good health, because after drinking wiper fluid, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be in the best shape. He does, he wishes for this. Nate says yay or something along those lines, and then says, I need to bite you. He says, go ahead. I'll just present to you my I'll just give you my blathers for quite a while about what he wants to present to him, about the biting, the logistics of being bitten. Nate just says, oh my god, look behind you, is that someone else coming? Is that your mother? He turns around, not really expected to see his mother, but then he notices a stinging pain on his butt, which had been exposed at the time. Nate had just bitten his bum. Oi! That's going to decide eventually. Yeah, I know you humans, you're all the same. See, a snake never want to get bitten by him.